Peace, infinite waters diving deep once again. The world is coming to an end. Run for your life. Fear, hype. Don't believe the hype. And for me, this is something which I've carried with me on my journey, that I don't believe the hype. A lot of the times, there's just so much sensationalism around. And a lot of us, we get sucked into the kind of propaganda, whether it's by the media, the television. So many of us, we are lured into panicking, just like T.S. Eliot said in one of his books, The Hollow Men. This is how the world ends, not with a bang, but with a whimper. And for me, that's so true. A lot of the times there's even events and special occasions. A lot of the time on my journey, I don't really get too excited, because I realize that everything should really be in a natural flow, should be very smooth and easy going. Essentially, it's all about being, for me, in a neutral space where there is no positive or negative. It's just being in a neutral space. So a lot of the time when we get worked up over events, it's happened so many times even in my own journey, when everyone is looking forward to this magical event, so much hype, people are giving promotions about this event, and when it comes, it just turns out to be a big disappointment, because a lot of times people are really investing too much energy into it. So basically what happens is the reverse. That's what happens. It turns out to be a big disappointment. It turns out to be a shame. And in essence, we have to naturally look forward to things, but when we talk of hype, sometimes there's a big hype that a lot of us, even when we talk of finding a job, a lot of us, when we have never worked before, a lot of us, yeah, this is my first job. And then you have the job, and then what? And then in essence, the job wears you down, it grinds you down, and then you just see the truth for what it is. That really and truly, nothing is what it seems. And we have to enjoy each moment, because there is no time. The past, present, and the future is all occurring simultaneously. In essence, there is only now. So a lot of the times, that's how it is for me on my journey, to realize that because there is only now, you have to enjoy the moment right now. It's not about waiting for a future event to happen. And as well, it's also not about being lured into this fantasy about the world coming to an end, or this desire for the world to come to an end. This is all fear. A lot of people, they want the world to come to an end because they're not living right now. Once you're in the present moment, you realize that the world itself is an idea, and it's changing all the time. So essentially, if the world is an idea, all ideas must change. That means the world is not a fixed thing. It's very dynamic and it's changing. So as I change in my thoughts, the world also changes. And a lot of the times people have to stay grounded, and that's what I've realized on my journey. I don't buy into the hype. And even within infinite waters, I don't get sucked into the hype and all of these things, because I've got work to do. And a lot of like minds as well, who are here to raise the vibration of the planet, also realize they have to stay grounded. It's not about believing your own hype and self-grandizement. Essentially, it's about staying truthful to oneself. Essentially, one has to stay in one's element. You have to have fun as well. And for me, that's what I'm realizing more and more. It's not about apologizing for who you are, but staying grounded, in essence, means that we have to be as close to our organic state as possible. Whenever we are trying to please people, we will always be disappointed, because you can't please everyone. Good luck, try and see what happens. All you can do is really just become yourself, and really, once you're happy with it, then that's fine. Once you're happy with who you are, once that brings you joy, then that's the only thing that matters. And staying grounded is also about doing the things we love to do, the simple things. Simplicity is the highest form of sophistication. And to be simple is not simple. Not anymore. And for me, that's how it is. I'm just seeing more and more that I'm not going to be lured into media propaganda. Even a lot of the times the news can sort of distract us. A lot of it's a big distraction, and I call it the art of distraction. And a lot of people who are empowering themselves are really finding a way out of the distraction. And they find their way out of distraction when they focus in on themselves and when they go on an inward journey as opposed to an outward journey. Because the more that you concentrate outside of yourself is essentially the more that you begin to become a stranger to yourself. You become a foreigner in your own land, which is the inner kingdom. So essentially, that's it. Don't believe the hype. Stay grounded. You have some people who are even in this so-called new age movement who really go crazy in terms of just trying to digest all of this information. But at the same time, we are the living book, and we just really have to take one step at a time and also not get sucked into the hype. Keep it simple. KISS, keep it simple, stupid. That's what I say to myself all the time, that I just stay balanced and elevated. Infinite waters diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy, stay grounded. Don't believe the hype. Peace.